Jason Aldean, which of these has you smiling at this moment? You and Carrie Underwood duetting, performing on the CMA Awards with If I Didn't Love You, the fact that you've had now 26 number one records, or a brand new album that comes out CMA Awards week. Hey, you a businessman, what you are. You a businessman. Comes out on Friday of CMA Awards week. Macon, Georgia. Macon, your hometown.
Man, I'm excited. I'm excited, man. It's all those things have been great. It's obviously excited about the new record and the song that I have with Carrie. I mean, that's the one we sort of chose to really launch the album, and the fact that it's coming out this week, CMA week, gives us a chance to get out, talk about it a lot, and get ready to drop it, So it's a double album, kind of me paying homage to my hometown, Macon, Georgia, and it's kind of where I learned to play music and learn how to be a singer, entertainer, and got influenced by all those, different sounds of music that were coming out of my hometown. And being my 10th record, we just kind of wanted to do something special. So we did a double album. We'll get part of it in November here next Friday, and then this Friday. And then the other half will drop in April sometime.
The Allman Brothers. How much of an influence were they on you when you talk about Macon, Georgia? That's the one name that's synonymous musically before Jason Aldean came along.
Yeah, the Allman Brothers were huge. I mean, as a kid, a musician there, and when you get into bands playing in Macon, especially, it's almost like you have to play Allman Brothers. And so growing up, those were the songs that I learned how to play guitar on and learn how to sing on. And but even before that, you got Otis Redding's from my hometown, Little Richard's from my hometown. Yeah. You probably remember a guy named Razzie Bailey.
Oh, that was,
so
Midnight
Razzie
Holler, cannonballing it home.
So Razzie was the club that I came up playing was a bar called Nashville South. At one time was called the Yellow Rose, which is where Razzie played. And, so it was just a lot of different types of music that came out of there, a lot of stuff that I was exposed to as a kid. And once I started playing music on my own, really started digging into a lot of that stuff. And Allman Brothers were obviously a huge part of that.
Well, and we talk about Carrie. She said she'd had plans for the two of you to duet for a long, long time, much longer than fans realize. Was that because of the work you did with Kelly that she heard and thought, hey, I want to do that with him? How did that friendship and working relationship come about?
I don't know from her standpoint. I think from my standpoint, it's, we kind of hit the scene at the same time together. We were kind of part of that same class of 04, 05, kind of in that, that time frame. And obviously, we've kind of watched each other's careers take off and do what they've done. And her and I performed together at the CMA Fest years ago. And she was somebody that I always wanted to work with as well. And, it's just one of those things that you just have to kind of wait for that song. You just never know where the song is going to come from. And we didn't have the song for this record. Honestly, it came in at the very end. We had a couple of my guys that went in and wrote this song. And when I heard it, it was immediately I called Clarence Spalding, my manager, and I was like, I got the duet, and we need to get in touch with Carrie for this thing like now. And so literally from the time it was written until the time that we were in the studio cutting her vocal, I think might've been 2 weeks. We tracked it. I put a vocal on it, sent it to her, and went in and cut her vocal all within like 2 weeks.
And then Clarence takes credit for all of it, right?
Yeah, he probably tries to, but I'm telling you the real story here. I'll give Clarence credit for reaching out to her camp and kind of putting that ball in motion. But
he had somebody's cell number, right?
Yeah, it was my idea. Yeah. Don't let him fool you.
His manager and I went to high school together, grew up together, and have it's a wonderful friendship. Jason Aldean, thanks so much for celebrating the CMA Awards with us on WSM and Circle TV.
I appreciate it, Bill. Thanks for having me.
All the best, buddy.
Thank you.